So the next exercise we're going to do is Coccyx curls or pelvic tilts. So to help you gauge the movement of the pelvis, you're going to go ahead and place your fingertips on each of your hip bones. So what I'm talking about is what's called the ASIS, these bony protrusions in the front of the hips. This is the bony landmark at the front of each side of the pelvis. So go ahead and put your palms flat so your elbows can drop and your arms are comfortable. So the first thing that we're going to do is you're going to inhale or sniff in as a preparation only, and as you exhale, you're going to draw your navel back towards the spine, let the spine float into the mat or press into the mat, and you're going to feel your tailbone glide forward towards the back of your legs and then up a little bit. So you can see that Gloria ends up in a little bit of a curled low back, and then release it on the inhale. So she's letting all of this go, really softening at the hips, just returning to more of a neutral spine, and then exhale. Good. And you can see the movement of Jeff's pelvis, the sit bones and the tailbone moving forward and then curling up. So inhale is the release, you're rocking downward, weight comes towards the tail. Exhale as you draw the waist back. What I find helpful here is to think of drawing the flesh of my belly back away from my waistband. So I'm getting a true abdominal engagement to help move the pelvis. Inhale to rock the pelvis downward or forward. So you create the curve of the back, and then exhale as you draw the waist back. What you're feeling under your fingertips is a rocking of those bony landmarks backward or upward towards your nose, and then downward or away from your nose to release on the inhale. And what I want you to think of is trying to apply as little effort as possible to this movement. So the movement should, as you refine it, get a little smaller and become a little more subtle, so that you're isolating more truly the abdominals and the deep back extensors, the deep back muscles. Be aware if you're pushing with your legs or gripping with your butt. So just to demonstrate that, come back to neutral, you guys. Come back to a relaxed, long, low back. I want you to overdo it. I want you to over effort. So push into your legs, squeeze your butt, and pull the pelvis back. So you can see that it's very clear on Gloria that she gets a little pooching through the belly. Her hips are up very high, and you can see that she's using her gluteal muscles. Now, although this is not a bad movement, it's just not the isolated movement that we're looking for. And then go ahead and let that go. So take an inhale. Let's do 3 more the right way. And remember that this takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of awareness of how to move the body. So be patient with yourself and try to make it feel good. This is a wonderful massage for the low back and for the hip joints. Think of keeping the leg bones very heavy in the hip sockets so they're melting, and keep the chest and the shoulders, the neck and the throat easy. So things that you can kind of keep your attention floating over to help refine the movement.